All right, guys, so I am back. It's time for me to do a quick thyroid update. Since I haven't done one of those in a little bit now, I will try to update you guys at least once every 6 months on that, if not ideally, hopefully more often, because I know I do have quite a bit of thyroid content out there and quite a bit of videos about hypothyroidism, etc. So with that being said, everything is going pretty well right now with my thyroid. The last time I had my blood tested at the lab was, it's been a while. I would say it was back in, it hasn't been too long, maybe August. I can't even remember, guys. My memory is just not that great right now. I do know it's been several months at least, and it was normal then. So, because I know I tested in May of last year, and that's when I found out that my thyroid, my TSH was over 10 at that point. And then my T4 with reflex was also off, but not by too much. But anyways, so I essentially retested again a few months later. Everything was back to normal. TSH was back down to like, I think it was 3.4 or 6. So anyway, so I tested again. I did like one of those rapid home tests, which I've actually never done before, and I'm so excited that those exist now. Like, I guess I didn't realize they did before, or if they're a new thing. But I tested my TSH at home, and so the test that I got, all it really tells you is whether or not your TSH is within a normal range, like negative or positive. So my test was good for letting me know that my TSH is in a good range. So that is very helpful information. I do like to test regularly, at least twice a year, but sometimes more. And so with that being said, so everything is good on that. I am still taking levothyroxine, 50 micrograms at this time. I will probably just stay doing that indefinitely. And again, I know some people are really against the medication, and I am not pro Western medicine necessarily, but I am, what I always tell people when they try to tell me that, oh, well, I thought you were holistic, I thought you were like, all natural. It's like, what I tell them is, yeah, that is actually true. However, I'm also a fan of not suffering. I'm also a fan of not having, you know, severe health problems that can be avoided by taking these Western medications or whatever. I mean, I happen to be taking a synthetic hormone for my thyroid. I also have a really, really bad family history of horrible thyroid problems. My brother had to have part of his thyroid removed because he had precancerous cells in it. And if I have to take a pill, I feel like sometimes it just can't be avoided, and that is my opinion. I know not everybody's gonna agree with me on that. But I still do other things too, obviously. Like, I still do like my walnut oil massage, and I know like the thyroid massage is controversial too. So always talk to your doctor, as a disclaimer, because sometimes my videos do get flagged or removed, whatever, reported, because some people get on here and they're like, oh, that's not true, or that won't help you, or that's stupid information or whatever. And it's like, I'm literally just telling you guys what I do, what I've done, and what has helped me. So I still do certain thyroid stimulating exercises, like qigong techniques and whatnot. I'm still doing all of that stuff every single day. It only takes a couple minutes. And I'm always making sure that I'm getting plenty of thyroid essential nutrients like selenium, zinc, copper, other stuff like iodine, stuff like that. Like, I'm making sure I'm getting all of the essential nutrients that I need for my thyroid, lots of vitamin D, like just good supplementation in general, exercising every day, getting trying to manage my stress levels, even though that's not always possible, but just doing my best, just doing my best. And that's really all we can do. So I always tell people, just do your best, whether it comes to your thyroid or anything else. And at the end of the day, if you know that you've done your best, like, you're gonna feel 10 times better than if you didn't, and that's just the plain simple truth. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. So far, so good. I am, however, going back to see my primary care physician sometime next month, so sometime in February, and I'm going to kind of do like my annual blood work at that point. I'm going to do it a little bit early this year because my insurance is running out, I think in March. So I'm going to go ahead and just get it done. But anyways, so I'm going to get that tested as well as just kind of like everything else. But then I'll know about my thyroid again. I'm going to have them test everything they possibly can just to make sure that everything is good. As far as my weight is concerned, I'm still holding about the same. I thought that whenever I got back on the thyroid medication that I would lose the 10 pounds that I gained. However, I did stop gaining, as I've said before in some of my previous videos recently, but I unfortunately have still not been able to lose the 10 pounds. However, I'm fine with that for now. I'm okay with it. Like, I'm just kind of embracing where I'm at. And, I think eventually, it might be possible for me to lose that, but I don't view myself as fat or huge. Like, I don't view myself as, me being to the point that I would consider myself to be, overweight to an unhealthy extent by any means. However, as I've said before, I've been technically considered overweight my whole entire life because I'm just a muscular person. I just have more meat on my bones than the average person by nature, and that's something that no matter how hard you try, you cannot change that. So I have told you guys before, most of you probably don't remember, but when I was younger, I used to be kind of like borderline anorexic, and I would go through like these phases where I would work out, when I was lifting weights, and because back then I was doing powerlifting, so I was even like more stocky than I am now to an extent. And so like you could see my ribs because there was such little fat on my body, but there was so much muscle, and I still weighed, like I was still very much considered overweight. However, you could literally see my bones. And eventually as I got a little bit older, I was like, this is ridiculous. They consider me overweight according to Western medicine. However, like my ribs are popping out, like there's something wrong with that picture. So anyways, with that being said, that's like a whole nother topic that I'm not going to get into. But so again, thyroid's good for now, and we're going to hope for the same and just going to keep on keeping on. I am going to ask my doctor next month if she thinks I need to repeat a thyroid ultrasound, because I had that done not quite 2 years ago, just initially whenever I found out that my thyroid had gone back out of whack or whatever. So at that time, but the thyroid ultrasound was pretty good. I think they found one tiny nodule that was like 2 millimeters or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that they recommended no follow-up on that. I know the endocrinologist I was seeing for a while, she recommended I redo it every year, but I don't really feel that's necessary in my opinion. So if my doctor agrees with me on that, I'm not doing it again. Not to say I never will do it again, because I'm sure I will, but it's not something I feel like needs to be done every year, especially for me in my situation. So I think it's really important to just listen to your gut. But anyways, guys, I will keep you posted, and I thank you for being here with me, and everything's all right. Okay, see you soon.